Hi, this is Soulgazer. So as you can see, I got two boxes today. They're both brand new model that released from Adidas and Nike. And since they're both low cut, I'm going to compare them together. So let's open this one up first. White box with this logo. Swoosh on the side. Giannis's autograph with a pattern. His name on the side. Pretty simple box. This part looks like a maze. And for Donavan shoes, this is still a collab with Marvel. So it has the Marvel collab shoe. It has a Marvel collab box. So I'm not sure how it will look once the regular one comes out. By the way, I got a couple of these Adidas Marvel collab. Haven't done any video on them yet, but I might do in the future if there's any request. So let's open this up. So this is D.O.N. issue 1, Spider-Man. And this is Nike Zoom Freak 1. So let's compare these two together. Let's take a quick look at this Zoom Freak 1 first. This is like the Brotherhood colorway, the first colorway. It has a knit upper, has this texture. They're pretty stiff. They're not stretchy at all. It's like 2 layers. And you can see the fly wire on the inner side is shown through. I'm not sure. I think this is some sort of stitch right here too. Probably reinforcement. On the back, 34. And I think this is like, has a little Greek flag. I think it kind of looks like this too. I'm not sure if they purposely did that. And the fly wire here, and another stitch inside. On the toe box, there's no reinforcement at the edge, but they do have it in the middle part. Kind of cool looking. This is pretty similar, but if they could make this into a contrast piece for another colorway, I think it'll be a nice detailed design. And from the toe box, you could see the stitches too. It's shown through. And the biggest design element for this shoes is definitely this part. The midsole is a reverse swoosh. It's a low cut and it's pretty low. And this part is translucent, connected to the outsole. 2 places with translucent outsole and the traditional rubber outsole here. Say something here. I am my father's legacy. His logo here. And Zoom. Oh, some more writing here. I'm not sure who they are, but some more writings. This part is pretty cushiony, stiff, but still has a little cushion to it. The inner side, a little bit more stiffer here. Can hear that reinforcement. And some more writing. The midsole feels alright. Doesn't feel anything special. Midsole feels alright. And on the toe, or on the throat and tongue, they're like a traditional type of shoes where it has a throat and tongue. I do like this style over the all one piece upper. A little bit easier for me to wear because I have a wide feet. They are separated, I think. Yeah. And the tongue is not that thick. Has a little bit of cushion, but not much. Very thin. Then for the inside, all pros. Some cushion here, but hardly anything in here. Cushion here as well. So all the linings are covering all the stitches, so I don't think you'll have any issue with like the lining or excess fabric hurting your skin or your feet. Feels pretty good. And this part is just a cushion right here. So the upper is pretty much one piece of fabric. There is no stitch or seam line, just at the back. Not bad. So let's look at that one now. So this is D.O.N issue 1. It's Donovan Mitchell's signature model. Knit upper, just like Giannis. Different type of knit though. And I think all these white lines, I think they are 3M. Then the lace extends out here with this 2 rows. This is kind of like Ultra Boost 19. Like a thick fabric, they're not that strong. It has a mesh here too. And this white is a print, like a thick print. On the back, it's also knit. Slightly different type of knit compared to the front. This one, the perforations are pretty wide, but this one is a little bit tighter. And also the mesh part, the width are a little bit thinner compared to this one. On the collar area, there's a lot of cushion, a little bit thicker compared to Greek Freak one or Zoom Freak one. Taping right here. This is a print. And these stitches right here, I think they're 3M. And it also has a print right here too. So this is like the only Adidas branding right here on the inner side with 3 stripes. I don't remember seeing any Adidas logo besides that. And it uses bounce cushion. And so I don't think I ever had any bounce before. I think that's the same thing with Alpha Bounce. And there's a separate piece right here. It's like a rubberish piece. A little bit of detailing right there with perforation. And this midsole feels a little bit softer than the Zoom Freak one. Tiny bit. And for the outsole, Another, oh, this paint job is sloppy. So it's just two piece. So the blue piece and the red piece. They're going with herringbone in two different directions. Long way and side way. Around here. Yep. Pretty simple looking also, I think, as far as the patterns. And just like the Freak one, this is also a traditional type of fit where they have a throat and a tongue separated from the rest. It'll be easy for you to wear compared to the Curry 6 or something, or Curry 4 was the worst. There's cushion here. There's different thickness of cushion. Thicker here, a little bit thinner here. And hardly any cushion on the throat. Marvel and Adidas logo. And as you can see, there's a lot of cushion in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pods of cushion. Not bad. So they are separated for these, but it has a little point section, so it's actually connected at the inside. So this won't stretch as much, or yeah. So let's compare these models. From the side profile, D.O.N 1 is definitely higher. You could see more height on the back side compared to here, but this curve area is about the same. And the tongue goes up a little bit higher too, and it also has a little bit of angle, so contour to your feet a little bit better. Whereas this one, you just have to work with it. This one is naturally creased, so it doesn't have to force it that way. They have similar type of knit, but Freak one has one knit type, whereas D.O.N has a couple different knits. One was bigger perforation, one was finer one, and like a combination right here. There's more panels on D.O.N. That means there's more stitch line, and there's this extra piece right here, kind of similar to what they have here was this piece, but they do extend out a little bit more. And if you look at the front, you could see that this one is a lot wider. D.O.N is definitely wider than Freak 1. So if you have a wide feet, I recommend this one. And also, for D.O.N 1, it looks a little bit more flat to the ground compared to the Freak 1. The Freak 1 curves out towards the toe side, and this guy is a little bit more flat. So for Adidas, on the front part, it's about 1.25 inches, whereas Freak 1 is about 1.1 inches at the most. And there's more cushion here because it curves out and goes higher. So right by the last, right here, it's about 1.7/16. And let's compare this one. This guy right here is 1.5/16. So that's a pretty big difference on cushion. And let's see from the back. So the cushion is until about here, and this one's about here. So that's about a good ½ inch worth of cushion. So this will make you a little bit taller because of all the cushion. So here are the differences in laces. The lacing system are about the same, nothing innovative about it, but they do have different laces. This one's a little bit more plump. This one's a traditional flat lace. I personally like the flat lace better, but I think this is like the foam posit type of lace. So I have both of them on right now. Spider-Man is definitely wider, but they actually feel stiffer, more snug around here, this area. This guy is not as bad. And this part hurts a little bit, so it may be a problem in the future. And compared to the Spider-Man, because this is flat, going front or going forward, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit harder compared to this guy. Because of the curve of this part right here, going forward is a little bit more natural, whereas this guy, you really have to bend your toe. So you can see the crease here on the Freak. There's no crease on the Freak, but on the D.O.N there's crease. So you're forcing the shoes to bend that way. Whereas this guy, it's within its natural movement of the shoes. Cushion, I could feel more on this guy. Freak one definitely feels more natural wearing them. Maybe because it's also light compared to this guy. This guy is a little heavy. And the shoelace is definitely longer on the D.O.N one. I actually like this length better than this guy. The traction feels about the same. Even going sideways, I think the Freak feels better. I feel like this one, there's a little delay until it actually moves. So after wearing this for a little while, I was a little surprised. I thought this guy will be more comfortable than this one because I have a wide feet, but it turned out this guy, Freak 1, is a lot more comfortable for me. This one, maybe the height of right here, but it's a little painful for me to wear right now. I'm sitting down right now, but it still hurts a little bit. Maybe I just need to loosen up a little bit, but it's this area that's hurting, and it has nothing much to do with the loosening the lace, because it's just the fabric here. And you could feel the fabric building up right here. Maybe there's like one extra layer compared to this side, so maybe that's why it's bothering me. Whereas this guy, it is narrower, but I think it molds into your body. It molds into your feet a little bit better. It does stick out from here, but it's not as painful as I initially thought. And my toe is right here. For this guy, the toe is right here, so this is definitely bigger. But for me, with considering the width, I think it'll be hard for me to switch to smaller size, so this is the size I have to go. But if you do have a narrow feet for D.O.N 1, go half a size down. I think that'll be good enough. And this guy, I think true to size is good. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as well as liking the video. See you next time.